And if it wasn't for what Martin Luther King stood for, then obviously we wouldn't have the game we have today and the diversity that we have today.
I'm a firm believer in the connectivity of all humans, that we all have to look out for each other, be kind and be good to each other. And there's really no greater example of that than being on a team and having to cooperate and work together and strive towards a common goal.
When the person to the right of you sees that you have their best interest and you're sacrificing something to help them, and that might encourage them to do the same thing, and then, you know, it just continues to go on and on.
The Martin Luther King Jr. holiday is one of those dates on the calendar you circle if you're an NBA fan. Huge day and a quadruple header between NBA TV and TNT, starting with the Raptors and Hawks here from Atlanta, the birthplace of Dr. King. Pelicans and Grizzlies at 5 Eastern Time. Lakers, Celtics at 7:30, and then the Warriors and Blazers at 10.
Of course, it is the segment that's sweeping the nation. The best 5 minutes of your day about to take place. Chuck, what is it called?
Guarantee.
Of course it is, and you did very well. Hey, whoa, hey, what?
Hey, man, Chuck.
What's this about? What's this about?
Chuck gave me some of his vodka, and I just want to say I forgot to pay you, Chuck.
Thank you, brother.
Is that what we doing right now?
It's cheap, Shaq. I mean, the vodka ain't cheap. The price is cheap.
Yeah, Red Mountain Vodka. I just want to say thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Hooking the brother up.
Hey, by the way, you know that he picked LSU to win the championship,
I know
right?
he did. Yeah,
Of
it's
course
all
I
good.
did.
All right, brother.
right.
Thank you.
Love you, brother.
The one and only Shaquille O'Neal, everybody joining us. Let me make sure I straighten my tie. Chuck, how much is that? Where's my cut?
$50.
$50, I'll take that. By the way, Chuck, you have turned the corner.
Uh-oh.
You went 3-1 last week, so I got to give you some love on that. You came back around, so congratulations.
So you didn't use your Rovito?
I didn't, but I have a feeling I'm going to use it this week. And, of course, you got LSU, right? And, you know, I wish that you had the same love for the women in San Antonio that you do for the Spurs.
Listen, first of all, I love the women in San Antonio.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Since when?
I mean, I like big things.
That was the only one that you got wrong, by the way.
Which one?
That was the only one. San Antonio did not have a better record than the Memphis Grizzlies.
Hey, let me say something right now. Y'all can already put JAMORANT on that Rookie of the Year. Now, I don't know what his name is. I know nobody wasn't stupid enough to name their kid damn Ja, just J.A. I don't know what his name is, but he is flat out balling. Shout out to Ja Morant. So whatever your real name is.
Ja Morant, and we all
Close enough.
he's the second pick in the draft behind Zion Williamson. So the first question is, we all know Zion's about to make his debut against the Spurs. Over and under 20 minutes, which one do you guarantee is going to happen? Over 20 minutes played or under 20 minutes in his first debut?
I'm guaranteeing over.
Over?
He's going to play about 25 minutes, which is a good number. You got to play him enough to start extending his win. If you play him 5 or 10 minutes, that's not going to happen. But I think he'll play 25 minutes. So guarantee.
It's me, my first Rovito of the day. I'm going to say he's going to go under. Shouts out to David Griffin. I think he's going to make sure he manages those minutes properly.
25 minutes is managing it.
I'm just saying. They're
25 minutes.
So the Los Angeles Lakers, Los Angeles Clippers is about to go on their award season road trip. So over the next 3 games, who's going to have the better record? The Clippers or the Lakers? So let me just.
Well, that's you got to tell me who they're playing.
I'm about to do that right now. You didn't know that. So the Lakers, they're going to Houston, they're going to Boston, and they're going to the Knicks. Those are the games for the Lakers.
Well, they're at least going to go win one of those things.
The Clippers play at the Pelicans, at Dallas, and then at Atlanta.
Oh, the Clippers. Guaranteed.
I like that one. Chris Paul is returning to Houston. Will he get booed? Yes or no? Which way are we going?
Chris Paul will not get booed.
He will not.
Guaranteed.
Okay, all right. Rovito, he's going to get booed.
Are you used 2 Rovitos already tonight?
I have already. I got to catch up. I've been slacking. I got to catch up and get in the game. That's how you win.
That'll mean you can just double down on being wrong.
Rapid fire time.
Okay.
The great Martin Luther King holiday is coming up. We have a slate of games right here on our family of networks. We're going to go rapid fire through each game. So Raptors at
Raptors.
Pelicans at Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
Lakers at Celtics.
Lakers.
Warriors at Blazers.
Oh, Blazers.
Okay, all right. Got all those marked down. Of course, we hope you do get all those right. So now all-star starters. Now this is your last chance, and we do have a visual aid because I know sometimes you seem to forget the picks that you've made. So do you want to stick with your pick or do you want to make a switch?
I do not. I want to make one change.
And what will that change be?
Joel Embiid. I'm going to switch him out for Siakam.
Okay, so Joel Embiid is out. Pascal Siakam is in. Why?
Well, because Embiid's not going to play for a month. And you shouldn't vote for a guy who's not going to play for a month. He's already been out at least a week, I think. And that's injury people have had that say you're going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. First of all, he might not even be back for the All-Star game.
So we got to move on. We're running out of time. So Power, I got to give you your props. The Pies episode, you called it. I texted you about it, and I was excited. I was like, hey, you got one. So the question is, are you going to stick with who you think killed Ghost, number one? Are you going to stick with Councilman Tate, or do you want to make a switch?
Well, just for the record, Power, I will never forgive you for killing my Angela. That was just rude, rude, rude. I'm going to stick with Councilman Tate.
We've already eliminated Pies. Is there anybody else you want to eliminate?
Tommy.
Tommy's eliminated. And last question, do you think Ghost is dead?
No.
Okay, got it. Bad Boys for Life. The question is, will it outgross in the opening weekend Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2, the opening weekend sales combined? So the number is 60.
Wait.
The number is 62 million.
Oh, it's not going to even come close to that. They won't get 60 million.
They won't. And that is?
Guaranteed.
Rovito, they're going to go over 60 million. I'm going to go ahead and put that one down.
3 Rovitos? Man,
Yeah,
you go 0 for 3.
Hey, 3 is a good number.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, Super Bowl pick.
I was on my man's Rich Eisen's show. I picked the Kansas City Chiefs against the Green Bay Packers. I'm feeling really good about the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm really worried about my boy Aaron Rodgers, because them boys in San Francisco are flat out balling. They're out there trying to kill people.
That is true.
But
where we going, Chuck?
I'm riding Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Woo! And that is what?
Guaranteed.
And who else is going to the Super Bowl? The Chiefs?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
And they what?
Guaranteed.
Those are your guarantees. That's Charles Barkley.
Almost a guarantee right now. Minnesota Timberwolves three-pointers going in. They are 7 of 10 in the third quarter as they loose upon the Pacers a barrage of three-pointers. Wiggins, Napier, Karl Anthony Towns. And we got a game in Indy with Towns back in the lineup. 90-88. Crunch Time's got it at the top of the hour.
NBA TV.
You know, Joel Embiid is almost like two humans, and they're trying to make up for that loss. So maybe it explains why they had 6 players on the floor.
So this is hard to
against the
guard,
Bulls.
by the way.
Very difficult to match up against.
That's a good offensive scheme right there.
And they get a three-pointer out of it, and then the Bulls point out, wait, they had an extra guy, and eventually they took that away.
It's one of the new rules of testing out. You didn't
Is
hear
that
about
right?
it? Yeah, one of the new
wow.
6 on 5?
Yeah. I think my teams would have been better offensively if I could have put that extra guy out there.
You know what? I think that's got a better shot at sticking than Coach's challenge.
You think so?
Heat all over the Thunder right now. Remember, Toronto came in on Wednesday night and put up 130 on the Thunder in a win. And tonight it's Miami putting up big numbers early on. Shooting 60% from the field. They've hit 6 of 8 from three-point range. And it's a 40-28 lead. Bam Adebayo with 10 points early on. Let's listen in.
Values of the game.
Well, every time Robinson gets the ball, he is looking to chuck from 3. Olynyk again goes at the body. Muscala fades. And he got the shooter's touch. So Olynyk has come off the bench. He had the made shot with the shot clock winding down under 4. Had another one there. As Diallo tries to attack down low and is going to get the and one as Robinson chips him for the foul. And so Hamidou Diallo, that's a lot of the action that we saw from him for the first, I'd say, month of the season before that hyperextended elbow, where he was driving to the rim, taking on contact, and he's got an opportunity for the three-point play.
And that's also a good way to attack the zone on that backside. Quick strike, you know, don't dribble the ball in one place. Dribble and move, as Hami did on that play and got to the rim.
Well, here is Dragic, six-man for Miami. As he got to the rim with the reverse layup, no good, but Baisley tapped it right back out to Dragic. As he wants the three, comes the back of the rim, and how about Diallo skying in for that rebound? CP back in the game for the Thunder. Muscala inside Baisley. Thunder trying to break down that Miami defense. Diallo lost it on the way up, and it's taken away. Outside. Flat three that time is Muscala battling for the rebound, and we get a loose ball foul on Olynyk. Thunder caught a break there after that miss
by
from Robinson.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson. He's missed two like that wide open. Maybe that's the key. You leave him wide open, he misses. That's the only two he's missed right there. But with a hand in his face, he's pretty good as well. I'm just kidding, folks. See if the Thunder can cash in on that right now. A little bit of slowdown in the Heat's offense.
Well, you thought that the ball movement was going to be something that broke down Miami's offense, as Muscala way off on that three.
Well, you just got to keep moving it and go from side to side and just, you know, shift the defense from one side to the other.
Well, clearly the three-point shot.
40-point first quarter for the Heat gave them a 14-point lead. We'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, in Indiana, if you're just with us, Karl-Anthony Towns returned to the lineup for Minnesota tonight after missing 15 games, and he's been good so far, 9 of 18 for 23 points. But the Pacers lead it 96-92, 26 from T.J. Warren as we listen in late in the third.
Second assist for Aaron Holiday. The Pacers have 21 assists. They're shooting 63% from the field. Okogie cut off. Culver raising up. And Turner, the rebound. Now two guys that can handle the ball and push in, Holiday and McConnell, and that's off no good. Rebounded by McLaughlin. I thought that was going to go down because Miles playing with a little bit more offensive confidence here of late. That's short, air ball. Turner again, the rebound. Final minute.
Set up his screen and get it back.
Shot clock at 8. Fortunately, tipped out by Culver. When you know it's a high-scoring game, when we still have a minute to go in the third, and both teams, the Pacers, 4 points away from 100.
It was 60-56 at the half. It was going to be high scoring.
Wrong rebound taken by Culver. Shot clock was winding down.
To your point, you're looking at possibly 100 in the third. The Pacers get a couple of buckets.
Shot clock halfway through. Culver.
We're dealing with trapping.
They called it
defensive three
on McDermott.
Defensive 3 seconds.
He's having a conversation with Courtney Kirkland, Gogo Batase coming out.
That's a good conversation if you want to have a conversation with an official. But he's the one that made the call.
Kogi comes off the bench. He's got 12. Indiana's won 2 straight, 7 of 11 overall, 7 of 10 here at home. They won here a year ago. Ironically, with the road win on Wednesday, the road team in this series has won 6 of the last 8 and 8 of the last 11. I remember a few years ago when Jeff Teague played for the Pacers. We saw him Wednesday night with Minnesota. Remember the Ricky Rubio foul? He made the free throws to win it for Minnesota. Rubio now in Phoenix. We'll see him next Wednesday.
Good job. Really good job. That is all made by T.J. McConnell, forcing that defense to have to collapse. And then the rotation late on the part of Minnesota.
Another three for the Pacers. They're 8. Okogie.
62% shooting for the Pacers. They have the lead after 3. In Cleveland, or actually in Memphis, the Cavs are on an 18-2 run. And they've come back to take a lead 38-29. That was Dante Exum. Remember, Dante Exum's a Cavalier. To remind yourself sometimes. In Toronto, the Wizards defense giving up big numbers again, 54% shooting. Kyle Lowry locked and loaded for 3. Raptors have put up 88 already with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. And in Philadelphia, Bulls in town, Furkan Korkmaz. 77-68 there. Korkmaz with 18 off the bench. He's 6 of 7 from three-point range. That's Trae Young. That's range. Hawks going for a season sweep of the Spurs.